Welcome back. Well, Happy New Year. This is our first video of 2024, and I wanted to tackle the Hoover Power Dash. This is a machine that when I did some searching last year, if you notice in the comment section, this particular unit has probably the worst feedback of all the systems that we worked on. Okay, so I kind of want to dive a little bit deeper. The video that I covered, I believe, was the motor. Okay, it just shut off all of a sudden, and based on my examination, it looks like a lot of the water from the dirty water tank was going into the motor compartment there. So let's examine this further, and we're also going to try to see if we can. Because the last time I couldn't find a replacement motor because of the way it was, the molding. Like if, for example, if the motor is a certain size, the molding can fit specifically to that motor, and then all of a sudden you can't just jam any motor in there to replace it. Okay, so this is the new one here, the PET Power Dash PET. So let's see. Okay, so let's take this apart and let's see what it is. All right. Let's see what all the fuss is about. Let's see if anything changed in the design. All right. Okay. Let me see. You put it in from the back and pull it out from the back while it's in upright. Okay. All right. Like that. Whew. Okay. All right. So, I don't have the older version here with me right now. But I knew that the older version, if I'm not mistaken, the ports were a little closer. But so far, this looks like a better setup. All right. If you look, the dirty water is going to enter into the tank in the front. The suction now, and even has a little hump right here. This is probably where the motor is sitting. And the suction is generating back here. So it's going to be really hard for the water to find its way into the motor cavity, unless, of course, we overfill it. Okay, so we still have a floater here. So as the water rise, man, it looks like this. It don't really give you a whole lot of room, though. You see this? Well, all of this room here. This is all the water you can put into this thing. Okay? And you have to empty it again. I'll be honest with you, I am still, I have a thing about this. Okay? Yeah. It's number one, I feel like it's a waste. And I realize that you need the suction to build up in this thing. But it just seems like you just have too many empty runs. I'm still a pet peeve of mine right here. But anyway, that's that. Let's see. All right, so far with this one, I think that's an improved design. I may be wrong, but I believe it is an improved design because the other ones, let me see, not that one. Let me see. I'm gonna give you an example of what it is that could be that a design that could be a little bit. This tricky. Design is pretty tricky. You see here, the suction is here, okay, and the dirty water is going into the unit from here, and what separates it is just this, this little part of the gasket right here. So, this is a tricky design. All right, that's what I mean by that. Now, so far, it's working for Bissell. They've been able to successfully keep these from mixing. All right, but that's tricky. Okay. Now, it seems like you're kind of trying to make sure that these two things don't even get close to each other. So, and then if water do spill over into here, it looks like you have a drain off, these little open holes right here. Okay? So the water can just drain down into the thing, and then, you have your little cavity. The likelihood of this water spilling over this hump is, okay? Anyway, that's that. All right. So now let's go a little bit further. So I believe the problem that we had before, at least right now, this is not going to be a problem. All right. All right. I want to take a look at the motor, though. I'm interested in what the motor looks like. Okay. All right. That's it. Let's get this out of here. Some of the stuff is going to need a long screwdriver. Yep. All right. Let's start putting these away. All right, Ethan. You can pause. So, all right. So I removed all the screws that I can see here. Okay. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to go into the wheel. I'm going to take the clip off the wheel, so it's going to reveal another area where there's one more screw right there. See that? Okay. So we're going to get this out. Okay, and look like we're going to do the same for this one. Come on, buddy. There we go. All right, we have one of these clips here. And then this comes out. And then there's another screw right there. And I try to remember. Oh, I remember. I think I remember. It was here. I had to get it off here. It was here. It was here. It was right here. It was this. This was the guy. Right here. Okay, watch. This had to come off. Look at him. Huh? Look at that right there. See that? Oh my gosh. There he is. That was slick. Okay. All right. Now we can take it off. Look how simple that was. Oh my gosh. Okay, so all right, so let's look at this motor again. See, this motor is, damn, this gasket is already like wonky. Put this gasket back. We can fix it back a little bit later. The gasket goes here, here, goes inside here, and goes down into here. Okay, all right, that's the gasket, guys. All right. Okay, gasket is back in place. All right, so this is the motor. And if your motor is gone, we would have to get a motor that would fit perfectly in this little setup right here. Okay, now this is what most shampoo motors look like with these vents right here, and a lot of them are a lot wider. You know, let me show you. I'm gonna give you an example of a shampoo motor. Let me step down right back here. Let me show you. All right, look. See, this is a shampoo motor. This is a shampoo motor, right? And it's not, I mean, you can't just say, hey, let me just slap one in here. It doesn't work like that, because we also need a shaft. So this is designed, you know, for this machine, okay? And to find this motor, it'll take a little bit of work. All right. Let me do a check, okay, and see if we can do that. All right, guys. So it looks like I found it on Amazon. So Amazon, believe it or not, my distributors, I couldn't find that motor, but it's a replacement. So it looks like another company may have designed this motor, but it is on Amazon. Hold on, let me try to find it. Yep. Right here. So when they say replacement OEM motor. It's not necessarily from Hoover, but is designed for the Hoover Power Dash pad. Okay, so this, and it's look like it's about $39 there, right? So, all right, that's that. So it looks like you guys can get that motor. If your motor did go out, you don't have to feel like you threw the whole machine away. It's about half the price of what the machine goes for retail, I guess. But it's still not buying a whole new machine. How's that? If you want to go ahead and replace it. And I'll be honest with you, everything else is pretty much the same. If you take a look at this, all right, it's just black wire, green wire, white wire. So it's really just reconnecting all the wiring, and you can put everything back the way you found it. If you are going to experiment and do this, make sure you take pictures along the way so you can see where everything goes. Because even myself, I hadn't been in this machine for, gosh, over a year, and I still forgot some of, like the secret compartment for that last screw. It took me a minute to go and figure it out, But that's it, all right? So I'm going to put this thing back together again, and that's it. But again, I am happy that they, unless my memory is just off, man, because I don't think it was. I don't think the first one that I took a look at was made this way. I think they made an improvement on it. But again, I could be off in my memory. But it looked like, I think they did. I really do. I really think that they improved on it, which will help avoid that problem of water getting into the motor. And I support this design, this kind of design here, having the in the front and in the back, and there's no way of spilling over. But this is still my issue, and the floater is there to protect you from water going into the motor. That's what that floater is for. But this is just not enough for you to get any work done. All right, guys, I'm a little bit under the weather, so if I don't seem as positive as normal, it's I'm using all my strength to fight this little bug. All right. Okay, but anyway, that's it, guys. I'm just going to be putting this back together, put the screws back in, and that's something that is, self-explanatory. Anyone can do that. That's not a big deal. You don't need instructions on that. So, guys, make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Share the video. Thanks for coming back. I hope you have a fantastic first month of the year. Okay, I hope you can get all your goals accomplished and everything else. And then we'll see you later. All right, bye.